Hey everyone, Charles here. And first of all, thank you for stopping by my podcast. If this show inspires you, makes you think, or gives you that courage to jump into action, please help by donating to this show. Click the link in the description and donate. Your donation helps us with production and finding great guests moving forward. Thank you and enjoy.
Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000, plus get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Good morning. And did I say it again? Good morning. How's everybody doing out there? And happy Friday. I don't know about you, but I'm happy. I know the situation is going on, but a couple of things you have to think about. One, you have your health, and two, you're with family and friends. So we're going to talk about health and how you can uplift yourself and be great. So stay tuned. Welcome this morning. You're listening to the Charles Matthews Show. You're on the jump. And we want to thank you for being here. Stay tuned. Let's go.
Good morning, y'all.
Welcome to the Charles Matthews Show.
Good morning, y'all.
Broadcasting live worldwide.
Good morning, y'all.
Welcome to the Charles Matthews Show,
where it always feels good.
Yes, good morning, and thank you so much for waking up and joining me this morning. It's an exciting day, and I have a lovely lady here that we've been talking this morning. She's getting everything ready. She's ready. She's on fire. So let's bring her in. Hey,
hello.
How you doing?
Hello, Charles. Very nice inviting me. Hi.
Not a problem at all. I know this morning you're setting everything up. You're excited. You're ready to go. So how you been?
I've been very well, very busy. Even the fact that my business is closed and I'm home, my days are just flying. I use the time to just work on so many things that were sitting there.
Yeah, I know. And then you're just enjoying the family and relaxing.
Oh, yeah. Enjoying, actually, by enjoying, I consider cooking.
Okay. So when this is all over and we're all back to normal, I know I'm going to get a couple of baked goods from you and a couple
absolutely. My favorite cheese pies, my favorite pumpkin pies. Everybody are welcome to come and try them.
Okay, perfect. So tell us a little bit about you. Tell us your background. How'd you get to this? How'd you get to this point in your business?
Okay, I actually came to Canada 32 years ago with my mom and my twin sister. We came absolutely with the dust in our pocket, as I always say, and we really worked hard. I'm actually from former Yugoslavia. The country doesn't exist anymore, and I come from the Serbian part, from Belgrade, from the capital. But I didn't spend much of my life and childhood in there. I was actually a child of a single mother I come from a family of all architects, and my mom worked all around the world. So I lived in Africa, I lived in Middle East. So that's how I spent my childhood, traveling around the world. And Canada was one of the stops after my education. And I don't know, we just stayed here. My mom continued to travel. I would go and visit her in Dubai and other parts of the world. But overall, I stayed here. I got married and I started working and having a life in Canada. And I worked originally as an architect. My profession is, I'm an engineer of architecture, and I have also a degree in graphic design. So those were my full-time jobs. I had a really, really phenomenal career. I worked for the private sector or worked for the government sector, many awards, just phenomenal career for a newcomer. But unfortunately, I was unlucky in that aspect that one of my children got sick. So I had to leave the career behind me and focus on that. And considering that I needed income, I had to become very creative how I can have an income and quite good income and still be home with my child. So that's how everything started. And considering that I was exposed at that point to lots of stress, lots of emotional stress, mental stress, physical stress, after a couple of years, it started taking toll also on my health. So I started going absolutely into a holistic industry and learning. And that's how all of these holistic medical things started.
Okay. And that's where it is. So it came out of something.
It came out of something that I absolutely never expected in my life. I thought that I'm going to stay an architect and graphic designer, but I was the Almighty had something absolutely different in plan for me. Yeah.
Right. And then, so let's go back for a second. So you said you did graphic design, you did architect. So that was your first passion?
That was my first passion, actually, because I come from a family of architects, especially my father. He was a professor on a couple of university. So overall, it was, I'm sorry, my battery is running a little bit down, so let me just connect it.
No problem.
And overall, it was just meant to be that I should go into architecture. And
Right.
I really liked it. It was just part of my growing up. We were a family of architects. And when I started working in Canada, I really didn't like much the environment of the architectural offices. Lots of overtime, lots of stress, lots of deadlines from 2 days ago. When I went into the public sector, that was absolutely phenomenal. I didn't have that pressure anymore, like in the private sector, but public sector was something that brought to me in my career really, really wonderful stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So then now you decided to come out, you got into health. You had a situation with your kids, and then you're like, okay, something I can put together. Was it more of the research you were doing to help your kids, and then it just pushed you over to that field?
Absolutely, because everything started good 20 years ago when lots of things we didn't know much about certain health issues. And for me, I had to really knock on so many doors and go to so many treatments and therapies. And it was a learning curve for me. I really had to learn and study. And I really wanted my kids to go through the treatment and the family that was completely holistic. I didn't want them to pop pills and things like that. There was really no need for that. So it was a longer road because you had to have a certain consistency with the holistic approach to health. It's a lifestyle change. It's just a consistency, and then you start really seeing the results. And it was just time-consuming quest. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. So the situation we're in right now, with the COVID-19 and everything, and all these diseases and stuff, like we don't look at natural stuff to boost our immune system. There's a lot of stuff that we can do to always keep healthy. Is it something that because we're too fast paced? Instead of eating breakfast in the morning, we run and get fast food, and you know what I mean? How does it we can redo our bodies?
Well, first of all, I consider that this epidemic, it's really going to slow us down and bring us a little bit back. I mean, this is almost like we are sent to our rooms to think about what we did. So let's just reflect and use this time to really work on ourselves. I think it's more like a me time. As long as we all stay healthy, this is really, really time to do it. That's how I did it. When I started not feeling well, I really knocked on many doors and I really did many research. I was just proactive in the holistic industry. And that's what I like about the millennial generations. They're very proactive and they're much more holistic than us. They learned the lesson from their parents. We were very materialistic. We were popping big pharma pills because we really needed to go fast with our days. We cannot be home and, deal with that flu for 3 days and rest, because with virus, you really need to rest. No, we would go. I was shocked, for example, when I worked for the government sector, where we had our benefits, where we had our sick days, and still people were coming sick to work. For what? I could understand. I could understand when I was in the private sector, when I was working on the airport projects, that the deadlines were inhumane. Yes, you have to be there. But for the public sector, where the approach to the employment was so much more humane, I really didn't see a reason why would you come sick to work? Why wouldn't you spend 2-3 days take care of myself? When I started doing my quest research, that's how actually I was introduced to many different treatments, that some of them worked for me, some of them don't. And that's how I was introduced to the ozone sauna treatment. That's how all of that started. A friend of mine introduced me to that treatment. I wasn't really happy with how I felt during the first session, but then during the second and third session, it was absolutely amazing. And that's how I started going into the things that actually worked for me. So I always point to all my clients and customers, be proactive. You have to be proactive. I'm, for example, with one, I put like a service on a Groupon. The reason for that, what I do, because there are lots of customers who are on a low budget and they should try the treatment. And this way you give customers who for example, cannot pay $100 for a massage, you give them a certain really nice price for a treatment that is phenomenal for a body upkeep, and you do it once a month. So when you start having these holistic treatments as a consistency in your life, there is no way that you will feel, you will not have your immunity, you will not look good, everything will function properly.
And it starts becoming a mindset.
Absolutely.
You do this every month, you feel better. You tell your mind that, okay, I'm going to release myself and do things to make yourself feel better.
Absolutely. It almost becomes like an addiction.
Yes.
For me, I have to have my ozone sauna sessions. And why I do have to have them? Because they calm me down. They work on my cholesterol and blood pressure. They work on my skin and the body. I look 10 years younger. It detox me. It works on my circulation. So when you have so many benefits coming from like a treatment, there is no way that you're not going to become addicted to it, because you're going to start feeling so well. And it's such a natural approach to treatment. Yourself. That's what I like about the holistic treatments, is that they're so natural with almost no side effects, and you can do it 10 times per week if you want, and you're just going to feel much better.
So then, like, you're telling your system, hey, go out a little bit, have a little bit of treats, but what I'm going to do is cleanse you when I come back. This is how your body's supposed to be, and then you go from there.
Everything that we do in my holistic clinic, actually in the Ozone Spa clinic, it's signaling the body to start curing itself and start getting better. Because, when you give that signal, the body, giving signals to the cells, communication, that's called redox. When cells are signaling and talking to each other, moving around, working on your body, making you healthy, when that redox is there, there is no way that we're not going to have our immunity. As we are getting older and we are getting, sicker or more stressful, that signal, I compare ourselves actually to a car battery. As we are getting older, all that energy in the battery starts waning down. So we constantly have to give certain signal boost to our body. Is it on the energy level? Is it on the cellular food level? But you have to signal the cells to start moving around. We have tons of cells as we are getting older that are infected or died or are just lazy. So this signaling really constantly, this consistent signaling, it's making your body just working properly.
So is that up to us to regenerate? Because what happens is we get not lazy, but complacent. So every day I wake up at 7, go have my breakfast, drive into work, come back home, wake up at 7, have my breakfast, drive. There's no time that we actually energize ourselves to put new things in our system to generate our immune system.
I absolutely understand what you're saying, because I lived life like that for last 12 years. In last 2 years, I actually ran 2 businesses. I always give an example that my car is 8-year-old and it has 300,000 kilometers on it. So you understand my lifestyle. There is no way that you're not going to be stressed. There is no way. There is no way. So you have to find that time for you. But for me, for example, my fetish was the ozone sauna. I found that because ozone, when you're in the sauna, ozone triggers our serotonin hormone in our brain. So you constantly experience this internal calmness. You're very focused. You're very positive. Your approach to life is very positive. Everything just started changing towards the right way. And when you start having that approach to life, you will find time for an ozone sauna session once a month, or for a fitness class once a month. Especially nowadays, I honestly hate going to the fitness club. I do everything over YouTube. There is no excuse for me today when I'm home all day not to do a class 3 times per week.
Right. You have the time. You know what you're doing. You can't say you can't do it. There's YouTube, there's videos, there's everything to take 20 minutes out of your life and enjoy yourself.
Exactly. Like being positive is a very hard work. Being negative, we can do it in a second. But being positive is a lifestyle. So everything positive towards your lifestyle, towards your health. And that's how I came up with the clinic. And then when I started doing these ozone sessions and having these phenomenal, benefits, clients seeing these phenomenal benefits, then I started adding more, because I really wanted to have a business where all these middle-aged women who come, and men who come with the similar issues that I had, because the issue is always the same. A lots of autoimmune disorders, a lots of cancers, a lots of corporate stress,
Right. Yeah.
and a lots of corporate stress. And you have people coming in shaking modes to the clinic. So you can see that people have to back up, stop, and do a reality check. Do a reality check and say, what is now at this point more important for me? I know that majority of us through our 30s and 40s, we went through raising family, doing a career, especially women. We absolutely forget about ourselves. And then when these 40s and 50s and 60s comes, then we start seeing consequences. And those are actually my customers nowadays. All these people, clients who forgot about themselves while raising a family, while building a career, and now, the certain health issues are hitting, and they're coming now to tackle it in a very holistic way.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, I want you guys to give us some tips now, because one thing that I heard you say is, yes, in our 30s, we're running around, 40s, running around with the family, and then in our 50s and 60s, things start going down, then we try. Isn't it like too late back then? We should be doing it now. We should be taking care of ourselves now. So when we come back, I want you to tell us little tricks, and then I'm going to go to your website and how you can help us out. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Immigrant Women in Business, IWB, is a non-profit organization bringing together women from over 50 different countries around the globe. These women have now made Canada their home and share a common goal of providing value to their new sisters. Our motto of "We are stronger together" resonates with all members, and with a diverse membership of business leaders, entrepreneurs and community builders, our goal is to make Canada better and provide guidance and leadership to those that follow.
Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000, plus get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
You looking to advertise your business, but regular radio is too expensive? Well, just for $75 a month you can tell the world what you do. Social media is the #1 way to advertise, and with my years of experience we will make sure you get heard. For less than a coffee per day you can be growing your business. Call us today, 416-414-8964. That's 416-414-8964. Our audience is listening.
Yes, so if you have a business and you want to get marketed, and we can help you do that. So right now we are talking about health, and I think health is a key thing right now. And then what I'm going to do is, before we went to break, I asked you, what tricks can we do to just do it now? Don't wait till we have the aches and pains later, because to me, after that, it's already started. You always have to keep your body ready now. So, for example, what do you do in the mornings to keep yourself going?
Okay, for me, the most important thing is my sleep. Okay, if we don't have that sleep, we always talk about lots of things, but we never talk about the sleep. So right now we have time to sleep, and I do sleep. I never had time to sleep. Now I do sleep a lot. I would work until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I would sleep until 11. I'm trying to catch up on my sleep now, and I can see it's starting to work. It's starting to work on my energy, on my skin, on everything. The other thing is, really, we are home. There is no way that you should order take out. I don't understand customers and clients who don't cook at home. Cook your meals, because even if you like something from a restaurant, the oil, the ingredients that this chef is using, it's never going to be the same what you use at your house. So cook your meals. I have 2 children who are at university, and they're away from home, and they have a completely set up kitchens where they cook for themselves. And I always tell my kids, if you have 2 hours class through the day, there is no excuse to eat outside. There is, for sure, you can find a time to cook 1 meal per day, at least 1 meal per day. Where I come from in Eastern Europe, because we really didn't have fast food when I was growing up. We were fat, if we were overweight, it was because of the cabbage rolls and of the homemade bread. It wasn't the McDonald's, it wasn't the chemical fat. So that's what I really suggest. You are going to see major difference. Never mind, even if you continue to eat quite a lot, and it's still going to be a healthy cooked food.
Right.
And I truly recommend you to really be outside on the oxygen. The body, that is the reason why I have my business. Body deprived of oxygen gets sick. Nobel Prize was won for that discovery. And that is the reason why here in the cities we have asthma, cancers, allergies. Those are typical illnesses that thrive in the body without oxygen. So be outside in the park, on the fresh air, lots of sun.
Oh, we lost her for a second. So while she reconnects, I'm going to bring up her website because I do believe that, we got her back.
Sorry, I got you back. Yeah.
There you
So
go.
overall, those are the things that I'm suggesting right now that you can do. And when the pandemic is over, of course, you have to come and do an ozone sauna session.
Okay, so I'm going to bring up your website right here. So just before we lost you for a second, I was bringing up your website because I want them to see what you provide and different things. And if somebody's really interested, this is a place to go. So can you explain, what is she in?
Very good question. This is called ozone sauna, and ozone sauna treatments is something that I discovered a few years ago, and I fell in love with. It's actually a very relaxing treatment. I know sometimes it looks a little bit that people are fidgety or uncomfortable in there, but it's super comfortable. So what happens is that you're in a certain kind of a chamber, and you're sitting comfortable in that and completely naked. The reason why I like customers in there naked on sitting on a white towel, because they're going to detox to your lymph nodes, and the lymph nodes are in our groin and underarms area, and that's how I'm going to see on the towel how much detox there was. So overall, the customer is sitting in a nice, comfortable, warm chamber surrounded with the wet steam, and steam baths, steam sauna, steams is really there for centuries for many reasons, especially as a relaxant. And in that steam, we actually input ozone. Now, ozone is a gas, and in controllable measurements, when it enters your system through the open pores, it enters our blood system. It does amazing stuff. I do have a 99 benefits poster in the sauna room, so while customers are in the chamber, they can really read how many benefits are actually happening to them at that point. Detox, blood circulation, name it. I mean, any illness that you have on this planet can be really helped with this treatment. It's a phenomenal additional treatment, especially for clients who go through major treatments like cancer or chemotherapy, or are on lots of medications. Like, for example, some clients come with the 14 medications in their system. So this regular detox and regenerations of the cell and the body really, really helps. And the fact that we input inside your body the enriched oxygen really, really does wonders for your white blood cells, and it really boosts up your immunity on top of the other benefits. We do smell ozone in the air after every thunderstorm. Ozone is a very popular in Eastern Europe and in lots of different countries. In about 42 countries all around the world, it's used as an additional complementary therapy for lots of things. In Germany, for example, ozone is used for all their city water cleaning systems, in their post-operative care. That's why they have the lowest post-operative care, post-operative infections on the planet. And it's even used now for the coronavirus treatments, because it really kills all the viruses, bacteria, microorganisms, cancers. And if it sees any metals and toxins, it will detox through your lymph nodes. So it's absolutely phenomenal treatment. And then on top of that treatment, we add so many more treatments. We do have pulse electromagnetic field treatment, which is absolutely phenomenal treatment for regeneration of the cell and the tissue. We do have biofeedback treatment, which is absolutely phenomenal for customers who go through lots of emotional and mental stress. We do have lots of phenomenal medical beauty treatments, because we do have a medical person in-house who does them, and she's absolutely like PRP treatments, microneedling. So we really, really specialize with the medical higher end treatments, and we also carry then the medical cosmetic lines that not many clinics can have, because you have to have a certain certain therapists and treatments who can actually use the product. So lots of things under one umbrella for middle age and customer in their 30s and up, especially lots of customers in their 40s, 50s, and 60s coming for the ozone treatments and to regenerate and relax.
All right. And I just want everybody to know, too, if you saw me scrolling through, this is not just for ladies. Men,
oh, no.
You need to step up as well. Men, we need to take care of ourselves. We always talk about, when the ladies go to the spa and have a spa treatment. Guys, you need to go take care of yourself as well. Enjoy yourself. We're stressed out as much as everybody else, driving 9 to 5, always out doing stuff. It's time for us to sometimes we need to detox ourselves as well. So you need to go in there as well. So what I'm going to do is pull up her email, and you can email her with any questions that you have. And then also you can pull up her phone number. It's right there. And then you can also give her a call at 416-990-9775. That's 416-990-9775. Do give her a call. Yes, she's home, but you can give her a call, ask her questions, because when this is over, we all need to get out and have a great time for ourselves and enjoy ourselves. So there's the number right there. Make sure you give her a call.
Thank you so much, Charles. And I just want to also point out that there are a couple of ozone treatments that customers can do at home. And also to backtrack for men clients, I love our men clients. They're the most disciplined one. Because the moment you see that they feel better, they do come once a week, they find time after work, and then they go home. I really, really, really love having male clients because they really take the whole treatment with lots of discipline.
Thank you so much. But here we go. The part I'd love to see everybody do is the shout outs. This is your opportunity to say hi to all family and friends. Say hi to anybody you want to do. This is your time. Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. Missing you all. I hope I'll see you all soon, and all of this is going to be soon over. Just lots of cooking and resting to everyone, I wish.
Well, you have a great one, and enjoy today, and happy Friday to you.
Thank you, Charles, so much, and I hope I'll see you also in my ozone sauna chamber next couple of months. You're going to love it.
I will. I'll see you soon.
See you guys. Ciao.
Bye-bye. And that's what it's all about, everybody. You have to take care of yourself. No one else is going to take care of you. If you have the opportunity to, like she says, detox, relax, regenerate. I love how she put it like a car system. And we all know if we don't keep our cars running, we have to go get our oil change and, test up our batteries and get a nice wash, go to the car wash. We do everything to our cars. Our body is a strong car as well. So make sure you are taking care of yourself the same way. So I thank you for watching. And the question is, if you enjoyed the show, we do work on donations for the show. So if you want to donate to keep the show going or any questions, if you have a friend or family that you want to bring on the show or you do somebody, please don't hesitate. We love to get new guests and great guests like yourselves and more information. So thank you so for watching. It's the same thing I say all the time. You didn't have to, but you did. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Has come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.
Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000, plus get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to Amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer. Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000, plus get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, hope you had a great time listening to the show. If you think I did a great job, please buy me a coffee. I still got a lot of work to do. We would love to hear from you, your feedback, so please click the link and leave us a review. You can help us grow by following us on all social media platforms and sharing this link. Once again, it's time for you to jump. Success is waiting.